Hey YouTube, it's Sarah, Tomato Junkie. Today is November 5th, 2013, and I am 4 days post-op RNY Gastric Bypass. I'm in the St. Louis area, and my surgery was done at Barnes-Jewish St. Louis by Dr. Christopher Egan. Barnes-Jewish is one of 3 bariatric centers of excellence in the St. Louis area. Dr. Egan is widely regarded as the best surgeon in the area, has done approximately 3,000 bariatric surgeries, which is why I chose him. Did a lot of research. The decision was a long time in coming. I really don't have an introductory video on YouTube, so this is really it. The first couple of days were very rough, and I don't mean to scare anybody because I don't regret what I did. I know it was what I had to do. I just wish it had been a little less painful. Let's put it that way. The only complication with the surgery at all was I was told that my blood pressure dropped for a period of time during the surgery, but they didn't seem overly concerned about that, and everything else went as planned. The numbers, the highest weight I've had, I guess, that was recorded was 301, and that was at a visit with Dr. Egan about a month before the surgery. On the day of surgery, I was 287.6, and when I got home yesterday and weighed myself, I was 305, which is nearly an 18-pound weight gain in the hospital. So I wanted to share that because I'm sure that most people have not had quite that large of a gain from fluids. I had a bit of a problem with my urine output, and I think that they thought that I was dehydrated, so they kept filling me with fluids. Today I'm down to about 302, but I know that that's just going to take some time for that fluid to come back off. The main problem I have had is left upper quadrant abdominal pain, which of course that's the area where they put the largest tools in, and I think they really put the most stress on things there. But that, I mean, is at least 80% of the pain that I have when I go to stand up, sit down, do anything that requires any use of my abdominal muscles. It's really difficult. The first day when they got me up on Saturday, I literally cried in pain, and my pain threshold is pretty high. I have had a vertical C-section in the past, and I don't recall ever having pain like that. It was severe, yes, but this was worse. Today is better, of course. I realized last night that I can't sleep in our bed with my husband because I just can't sleep on my back that long. And I'm in this big recliner right now, which is probably where I'm going to sleep tonight because it's infinitely more comfortable for me right now. What I've been eating, I really had no problem at all holding down food at the hospital as far as what they give you, the liquids, the Jell-O, the cream soup, that kind of thing. I did have a problem with some nausea, which they ended up keeping me a second day or an extra day for that. But, excuse me, fortunately, never had any vomiting. Since I've been home, like other people that find, and I know WLS RNY, I just watched her video, and she was saying that, it's more difficult when you're at home to keep the fluids going, and that's exactly right. Because there are other things that interest you at home, I think, where in the hospital, being in the hospital and getting out of the hospital is all you really think about. So it's a little easier there. But I did a little better today, and I'm getting my medications and all that kind of thing. You got to schedule that stuff because, you're not supposed to drink, an hour before you eat or an hour after you eat and those kinds of things. Anybody who's had the surgery knows what I'm talking about, where you have to schedule when you're actually going to drink liquids as opposed to have a meal. So, that's kind of where I'm at with that today. Told you about the pain. That's been my biggest concern. The weight gain is annoying to me, and I'm going to say something to my surgeon on Friday. I'm going to say, am I confused, or are we like going the opposite direction of what this is supposed to be about? And I'm going to say that kind of joking because I do joke with him a lot. Um, my sarcasm and my sense of humor get me in trouble a lot in life, and I told him before the surgery started on Friday, okay, Chris, let's don't take any wrong turns, okay? Just to kind of lighten the mood a little bit. But with regard to Barnes Jewish, I do want to get a plug in for them and say that, my care there could literally not have been better. Um, my nurses were fantastic, and I'm a nurse myself, so I know, what the bar is, what it takes to be a good nurse, and they were great and patient and prompt with anything that I asked for. Um, just really, really great. And my physician and his team of people, he has residents that come and see his patients, and they do a really good job, and you can tell that they're on the ball and they know exactly what they're supposed to be doing when they come in to see you. Um, but I digress a little bit there. Um, that's really where I am right now, and although that weight gain is annoying, I know, it's already going down. I know it's going to continue to go down, and the better I do with the protein intake and that kind of thing, the better that will get. So I really just kind of wanted to introduce myself, a little bit about myself. I finally kind of worked up the nerve to put myself on um, YouTube in a public kind of way. I do have some private videos that only a few friends have seen. This one we'll see how it goes. I do want to say any nasty or negative comments. I'm hoping that that's not going to happen, because anybody who thinks this is easy is dead wrong. It is not easy. Um, I've been overweight all my life. This has not been something that I gained some weight with kids or anything like that. And it has been a big, big thing because I paid for the surgery out of pocket. Um, big, big decision and big commitment. So I'm really not open to any negativity like a whole lot of other people who have gone through this, and they can understand what I'm talking about. And that's sort of the emotional side of it too, that the other video I watched, I Heart Lace RNY, I believe that's her YouTube name, said the bit about the emotions, the emotional roller coaster, because there's been a lot of that. And I have trouble talking about my husband without getting choked up, because he's just been so great, He's just done so many things for me. And, last night I cried, and he's like, looked at me and he's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, I don't know. I can't really answer it. So I think it's just part of the journey, all the changes that take place in your body, all that stuff that's going on. My daughter looked at the drain last night. I have a 10-year-old, and she looked at my drain, which won't come out until Friday, November 8th. She looked at that, thought that was permanent, and that just kind of freaked her out, and that the look on her face kind of upset me too. So there's so many things that just go along with this that I think it's pretty unpredictable. But unless there's, some major change between now and Friday, I probably won't update until then. And I'm hoping that some more of that water weight has disappeared, because God knows I wasn't overeating while I was there. And I've followed the plan since I've been home. I haven't eaten, anything that was not on the plan, and wouldn't even think of doing that. So anyway, that is a bit of my story, so please leave questions and anything that you'd like to offer. Encouragement is certainly welcome and needed. So that's my beginning story, and I'll talk to you soon.